10 minutes later, I'm like, okay, gotta go. Bye. Click.
Great.
Until the $150 is already in my account.
Holy.
Oh my
You are master level.
Now,
So
now I gotta ask.
Tish
I
in
gotta ask.
Tennessee wants to know what your weirdest call was. This one is
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I want to hear this.
There are a lot. Okay, so one which was really out there. Plastic bags.
oh my gosh.
Oh, seriously?
Plastic bags.
Like
Plastic
suffocating?
No.
Oh.
Like
Oh, okay.
like ASMR stuff.
Oh,
So
okay.
he wanted to hear the plastic bag. And so he wanted me to this is so funny. So he wanted me to take the plastic bag and make an outfit out of it. And so I think God have a really good creative mind. You have to, because you have to tell stories, and you just have to be able to take what they say and go with a story.
Right.
So
I'm never gonna be able to go to Bojangles again.
he's like, I want you to make an outfit out of the plastic bags and tell me what you're doing. Tell me, because they want you to really be doing it like I'm really going to do it. No.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, so I've got this plastic bag, and I take a plastic bag out of a kitchen, and I'm crumpling it up at the phone, and I'm like, okay. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, okay, I'm cutting a neck hole, and I'm cutting the arms, and I'm putting that on. And so I'm like pretending like I'm putting on a bag for a shirt. And I'm like, and now I'm taking the string part, and I'm tying it around my waist. And now I'm making the skirt part. And he's like, oh yeah, that's hot. Oh yeah. And I'm like, okay. And so he's like, okay, now lay down on the bed. And I'm like thinking, what the hell?
How am I gonna do this? Yeah.
I lay down, and I'm like,
You're like, I'm
okay.
ironing.
I'm like, what? And he's like, now roll around. And I'm like,
Oh my
Yo.
God.
taking the bag, and I'm just like rolling.
So his kink was you wearing garbage bags rolling on the bed.
Roll around on the bed.
Yes.
Man, those Australians are weird.
That wasn't with Australians.
Only a little weird, not a lot weird.
There was two. So one Australian was really hardcore pain. He wanted me to be in pain.
Mad
And
Max.
he
Not
paid
your
me
Mad Max. Not your Mad Max. Sorry.
No,
No. Sorry.
I mean, honey, what's
I
this?
call Mel's husband Mad Max, and I don't mean like that. But it's like, I mean, Mad Max. I don't know.
He
Rabbit,
wanted,
where are you?
he wanted, he
I wish
paid
she
a
would come in
lot.
here and hit me.
He wanted the other guy
Oh.
there too. And so he paid me a lot to have my friend there to hear this guy, spanking me and putting me in all this pain. And so literally my friend came over, and he sat there and watched football while I made all the noises.
That's hilarious.
He just had football. He turned it down and watched football while I made noises. And all he had to do was say, yeah, take it. Yeah.
Did you tip him? Do you tip him after that, or do you
No.
like no man? So
No.
man,
Here's
I had to
20
watch
bucks.
football on my television. That was his
this is
tip.
the most quiet I've ever heard Diva in my life. I just want everybody to know that.
I have
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, exactly. She's got legal
Sage-
pad like Rabbit does right now.
That's where Rabbit is. Listen, Sage wants to know about the pictures you used. Did the girls know that? Or you? I guess you just
They sell them.
you're buying them.
Yeah. So the pictures are of models, and they're from all over the world. And I don't care where they're from, because you don't hear them. So they go to photographers.
You mean to tell me that a woman would lie to me on the internet?
Never.
No.
No.
I'd never lie to you, baby.
I wouldn't either.
I know you
I would
wouldn't.
never lie. I never.
See, I knew that.
All
Mel would
real.
lie. She would lie.
All
I
real.
know those Australians. You can't trust them.
All real.
All real and all for you, baby.
Tish in Tennessee, she's been amazed by this. She's like, all of a sudden, my job seems even more boring. I'm going to let you know that Tish does her show on Sundays, and I really expect her to be reaching out to you, be like, hey, could you come over on a Sunday?
And I don't. I'll tell you. There are so many. I did it for 9 years.
My fantasies are a lie.
So I got.
Children,
Yeah.
they even knew. They knew I did it.
So I gotta ask, what did you make more money at, doing that or YouTube?
What do you think?
Oh yeah, that's what I thought.
YouTube. That's where
Yeah, it was YouTube, brother.
I just got my tax thing today, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's a
No. In fact,
I made $1 a video last year."
I
So
went.
anyway.
Oh, congratulations!
Yay! Better than zero.
Yep.
Sure.
Be proud of that dollar. I had a range of, when I first started, it was like, I think I did 50 cents. That was just to get customers. And the ones that were cheap like that, they were awful. And I hated it. And it was a lot of work. But then as I got better and I got more comfortable and I got more characters and I learned not to care what they said, got that thick skin and thought about what was coming into my bank account.
Yes.
Then I started getting, and I had regulars that would call me. And that's the thing, whenever the call would come through, it would tell what character they were calling for, but they wouldn't say their name. It didn't tell me who they were.
Right.
So it would say what character, and as soon as they came on, I would hear them, and I got to know their voices. I'll be on your stream, Tish. I would love to.
I know it.
I love it.
Love you, Tish.
Wow.
No, but you would learn their.
Okay, so
their
16 characters. 16 characters, is that 16 like different voices, right?
Yes and no. They weren't like totally 16 different voices. I did some like accents like that, and I had. Oh, this is terrible. Okay,
Yes.
so there are
Do tell.
fetishes for different things, and I tried to get on different things. Okay, so I am older, and so the older voice is easy. And this was, golly, when did I do this? I did this in 2000. I want to say 10 is when I started. I think 2010
Nice.
to 2019, or around there. So I had the older, like the granny. I had the granny because there's some of that.
Oh,
I
my.
had
Oh dear.
I was going, oh my.
mother, because that's a fetish with the
But hold on,
mom,
you say
the MILF.
granny.
Like mom,
how old?
stepmom, MILF. Yeah.
How old of a
Gran-
granny?
Granny was 70.
How do you like Granny, honey?
Yeah.
You like,
no teeth.
you like
They like
Granny?
that.
You want me to take my teeth out, baby?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want no-
Oh,
I
Oh,
saw an interview one. Never mind.
God.
no teeth involved.
Oh,
I'm so glad that my camera is not on today.
I'm not. I'm
Oh,
not
no.
disappointed.
No.
So I had the granny, I had the MILF, I had this one that she was a smoker. That was a big thing. And it's really funny because I could always, you were like with Diva doing her nails, I got to hear, I would go, he's smoking, I could hear things. You get really in tune with sounds. And I could hear them. So I would learn what that sounded like when they were. So the smoker.
Miami Spice is visiting her dad, and
Put
she
the
calls him
headphones in.
Old Spice.
Nice house.
I mean, she's staying in her childhood room while she's there. She's doing like work and stuff on the house, and she's like sitting here listening to this, going, "Holy hell! I need to do this."
But not in the old Spice house.
No.
No,
The college student made me the most money. So the college student made me the most
Oh,
money.
you acting as a college student or college student paying?
I know, me being a
Oh.
college student. Cheerleader, college.
What year
in the
college?
dorm room.
Freshman?
Freshman.
Well, you always want to go at the beginning because you want to have so many years, you know. I
Oh,
never
you
grad-
kept a
Still
list
in
like
college.
that.
Yeah, I have to be young because I want to keep them on the line. So,
So do you have like a spreadsheet with like, this is Rob
at
and
first
Rob
I did. When I first started, it was very difficult for me to remember. And so I literally would have a notebook and I would write down who it was, how long the call was, what their fetishes were, what they liked, what story I was telling them. So as I started, each character took on a real life. I mean, down to the car. Like I had one who was
That's hardcore.
that was big into fetishes. She was my fetish girl, and she drove a Volkswagen.
Wait, hold on, I got lost. But you're the fetish girl. Okay,
I'm-
sorry, I got lost there. I was lost. man.
She created backstories for every character.
Every
There's-
character had to have a story because they would ask you questions, just normal stuff. So, so what kind of car do you drive? I have a Volkswagen Bug. Oh, really? Yeah, it's old. It's falling apart. It's blue. I had a friend.
That's what you would say.
I had a friend in high school.
And they would buy you a car?
You have to relate it to something you can remember. So I had a friend in high school who had this old Volkswagen Bug. And so I took her car and made it mine. And so that was Heather. Heather had this Volkswagen car, Bug. She was a groomer. She worked as a groomer. And she was my
Different
my
It
groomer.
has different connotation. Different connotation. Dog groomer.
She was a dog
Gotta put
groomer.
that extra word in there.
Yes, she was the dog groomer. So I had different, everybody had their own story so that when somebody called, I didn't have to remember, oh God, what did I tell them? I kept with that story. And so
Smart.
no matter when they called, what question they asked, if it was 2 years, 3 years down the line and they called me back, I'd say the same exact thing. And as long as I could say the same exact thing, I'm
Oh my
believable.
God. White rabbit. White rabbit. Oh, that explains
Yeah.
some things.
And right up here, she's got notes.
What can I do to pass? Nice.
Well, that could be your college girl and your fetish girl.
Yes. Well, they're two different people. So I had Heather. Heather was my fetish girl. I had Kelly, who was my college student. I had one that was my young girl who what was that about email? I missed
What?
that.
Oh, Tish says she sent you an email. She is dying to have you. She's dying to have you. She wants to ask you questions and stuff. She wants to have you on her Sunday night stream, and she doesn't trust me. She's like, "You have to get us in contact with each other." I'm like, "I will." And then she went ahead. She's like, I'll trust him. I don't trust the expert. He forgets what button he's pushing."
Yes.
Yes.
You can do me on Discord too. I'm on the Xbox.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
I won't charge you for that. That'll be free.
Walk right into that one.
Yes, oh my god! Oh my god! Look how red!
How about you've expanded to Twitter?
No, I didn't have Twitter there. That was all private.
Tish, we will make sure. We will make sure that you guys get together.
I
It can't be
promise.
this Sunday because Tish already has a video up for Sunday. So
God, I haven't
Oh
seen
my
you
God.
this red since you got sunburned on the beach. Jeez.
So red. I'm telling
Like your
you.
little cheeks, your nose, everything's getting red.
my hands are
Hilarious.
different color. My hands
Yeah.
are whiter than
Yeah, they are.
There's
Forehead.
nothing, there's
Oh my
nothing
gosh.
people can say to me now because I have heard everything. There's nothing that can.
Oh, I
embarrass
bet.
me. No, I've heard it all.
By the way, thank you, Tish.
Heard it all.
Sorry,
No.
Oh.
I can't
So-
talk. What is she
To
doing?
me, baby.
Yes. Yes.
No, but
So
you had to have every character had to have their own story, and I had to stay with it, and I had to keep with it, and just tell the
Did you
same
like
story.
accidentally like switch up stories ever?
No,
Oh, that's
they
awesome.
had definite stories. So, like, I had one lady that was She was my mother who was married, and the husband was gone all the time, and she was this lonely housewife. You know, you got to have that.
Uh-huh.
And so the kids would go off to school, and the husband was we don't know where. And so I had one guy, and he called
He was
me.
with his boyfriend.
Who knows? I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because while he was gone, whoever he is, I don't even think I had a name for the husband. I just said my husband. Whenever my husband was gone, I
I don't. When I can compose myself, I have actual like real questions. Sorry,
well, ask them.
I it'll take a second. Go on. I'm loving what I'm hearing.
I bet you are.
So I would have this one man who called me he was like, when is he going to be out of town? And I was like, well, I don't know when he's coming back.
Oh.
Oh.
And then I would say, I really think he has another family. I don't know. I don't know. And so I would get all upset, and I'd go, I don't know what to do. He sends me money. Money goes into the bank, but I don't know. And I'm so bored, and I'm so lonely, and I don't have any friends. This and I'm that. And he was like, well, that's okay. I'm your friend. And I'm like, yes, thank you.
I'll take care of you.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yep.
I
And
need
he was
a
one.
friend.
He was married, and he would, he
Yeah.
his wife didn't want to have anything to do with him, and I'm like, well, I'm here for you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, you're married. I'm married. All
Cancels out.
right. Cancels each other out.
Yeah.
And I had so
That's
many.
amazing.
There's so many of them out there that have these just quirks, and they don't want anybody to know.
Well, of
They don't
course.
want to know. They don't want to tell their buddy.
Well, the website promises discretion. I mean, come on.
Who am I going to tell?
Right. Who would you want to tell? I mean,
How much per minute was this?
Everybody? All of y'all.
How much was this per minute?
It depended. I got up to
Oh.
$2.99 a minute. The minimum
Oh,
I
wow.
made once I got started, the minimum I made was $1 a minute, and that was my money. That was what I made.
That is awesome.
So I literally was like 15 minutes on the phone, $15. If they
It was
only
bad.
lasted 7 minutes.
there he is.
Oh.
There he is.
Oh.
Guava.
Guava.
you, Guava Ball.
Guava,
Don't do
you
that right
you
now.
better
Yeah.
you better get ready
needs
to just go ahead
resuscitation,
and get
I'm
the
not
floor now because you're gonna need it.
Guava. Dude,
At
thank
At least
God
that wasn't
you're
a middle
here.
finger, Mel.
Thank
Jesus.
God you're here.
Thank
Grandma's
God I'm
house.
here.
This is Guava Ball. Guava
Hey,
Ball is
Grandma.
Grandma's house. Guava was the guy that went to the PTA meeting. Guava. We just found out why she's Grandma after dark.
Guava, I
She-
just want to know,
Yes, ma'am.
did your milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard?
Grandma's house. Guava has a thing about women in basements.
Yeah.
You ever have one of those situations?
Oh, I put him in my basement.
Oh!
We
I
found
might
out
agree.
before
I've had a few, so I might agree.
we found out before YouTube, Guava, that she did she worked at Bojangles, and she left Bojangles to work as a sex phone operator.
Oh, all right. Maybe I do know you.
Yeah, that's where we're getting the stories, man, and I can't handle it. I'm
No,
like,
I said that before you did. I'm just pointing that out.
yes, you did.
Yeah.
So,
Look at
Grandma, she actually was we were talking about ASMR and stuff like that. And she was like, she's looking into it. It's always the next big thing on the internet. And then she was telling us now that she had 16 characters while she worked on the phones. And some of her biggest clients were from Australia.
Oh,
And
hi, Mel.
yes. So we were getting
neighbor. You have a neighbor named Mark
Possibly.
or Brian. That's the other one.
Awkward.
I
So
know that. I
that's-
know there's not many Marks or Brians in Australia, so you probably know them.
Oh yeah. They had she had
Oh, Rabbit is here. Oh, good. I can send it.
yeah, she's here. She's here. She
Nice.
left.
Oh, that's all right.
yeah,
Super chat. on its
Taking
way.
notes. She's taking notes.
She's taking
we had
notes.
it was there was a 70-year-old character, a lonely housewife, a college girl, a cheerleader. I don't know Vol. Which one are we on right now? Was there a flight attendant?
No, I didn't have a.
Okay.
Well, actually, I had one that was in Texas who wanted to be a pilot.
Shit. He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
No, I never wanted to be a pirate. Screw those guys.
Asian. He was Asian.
Shut up, expert. I know where you're gonna go. Shut up.
Is that a word?
Yes.
Dude, this is the quietest I've ever been, dude. I haven't said 15 words in the last
I
hour.
saw you inhaling. I knew what was coming. Shut up. Read your super chat, bitch.
Oh, Grandma has had a few.
I have been terrified for an hour, man. I've been terrified. That's not fair. No, what are you doing?
She scared you. That's
That's
the
worth it.
$10.
That was worth it. It was worth it. Yeah.
No, what's funny is she really did have pen. She had a pad, a paper pad with her. That's why I was waiting for that thing to get thrown at me.
We said
And I was like,
Richard's taking notes.
Yeah,
Taking notes,
really
man.
Respect.
Miami Spices said that she's got to get back to Miami because she can't do this in Old Spice's house.
But we've had so many people taking notes.
Why was Old
Tish
Spice a
and-
client, Grandma?
Tish in Tennessee is saying, "Hey, I gotta have you on my show." She has a Sunday night show. I mean, Grandma's been the greatest person we've had here. This is really. Anyway, I'm
Well,
sorry.
the dog is enthused behind her.
Yes.
Yeah.
The dog has been through it all.
Yeah.
Dog's like, I've heard all this
Dog
shit
is
before.
hurt.
I've heard this
Yeah.
shit for years.
Dog's been through it.
That dog knows.
You're not going to shock me.
He has heard the phone calls.
Oh, I need some water.
Yeah, well, biker. Oh, that's
My
great.
water. My
Yes.
water.
Yeah, I have one. Thank you.
A flight attendant with a lisp.
Yeah, put that one up. Put that one up, expert. You should put that one up.
That's a penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
it just now hit me when Liz. I was thinking.
He
I
wanted
wasn't thinking
peanut.
dude. No, I wasn't thinking dude. I was like, oh, now it hit me. It hits me now.
Oh.
Jesus. So, yo, look,
Miami
Miami
Spice.
Spices, we've already got our startup business plan
Yes.
ready to go.
Let's start our own website.
I think we should.
We could do it. We could do it. Yep. See, now you
Okay.
got Venmo.
Guava be your biggest customer.
You didn't have
Only
all that.
angels? Is that what you're going to call it?
Only
yes.
angels.
Yes.
Only
Angels After Dark.
What is?
Angels.
Oh,
Um,
Oh, there we go.
The dark
Mhm.
angels.
There
Dark-
could be an
yes.
Irish angel and a British angel and all kinds of different angels. We could do
Yeah.
it. And then my favorite, Granny. We could have
Granny.
Granny come
I know
out.
Kate. Kate not needed.
No teeth.
Don't need no,
No,
teeth
no
now.
teeth, no pain.
Get in the way.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Don't want to interrupt the flow now.
Oh, jeez.
Don't need no teeth.
Okay, so
Oh my
with this, I had a
Did I
serious
say
question
something? I don't
earlier.
know.
Go ahead,
what-
Guava.
Well, you were
No,
talking
I
about
don't
teeth.
remember what I
What?
said. I
You were
said
talking about
something, I don't
teeth.
remember. I think I said something set Mel off. I'm not sure.
What? I
Nothing.
don't know. Ash says no teeth. How is your Guava's your night okay?
Yeah, we're good. All good.
Sure.
See, Grandma's house, Guava likes to be told what to do by women.
Mm-hmm.
So
I had one of those. The dominatrix. Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Only in an Irish accent, Diva.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
uh-oh.
Wait.
I am part Irish, but I can't do the accent. No
Dude,
teeth.
I
No
can't
teeth,
do it
no
right
scratches.
now. Oh God. Come here.
Hey.
Um,
You can't do it.
The
You
more
can't do it?
accents
I've got
you
You
do,
can't
the
say that
better.
word.
You can do more.
I don't know what Texas Jen's doing here. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
It's been raining.
Look,
Down here.
she went from this to this, and I'm like,
Put the eggplant
lost.
and
Yes. The eggplant just got squeezed.
oh jeez.
What is a juicy eggplant? You know,
All 2 centimeters.
retains a lot of water. You know.
that was one thing that people they wanted to be degraded. Now that was the hardest thing for me
That
was
would be
to
hard.
learn how
Grade
to
me,
degrade
baby.
them. And so I had to talk
You're
about
doing a pretty good job on here. You know.
how small they were, like little rice dicks and little.
Oh.
I was like, I had to think of all these things, and then there was this one man who wanted me to use like racial slurs, and I'm like, I don't know them.
Don't use those on YouTube.
No.
Don't use those on YouTube.
But he wanted me to do that. So I literally had I had an iPad.
Urban
at the time.
Dictionary.
Yeah.
Yes, and I would go on there and I would pull up racial slurs, and I would just go doop, 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 and just say them because I'm like, I don't know them.
Oh.
Oh, I just lost my whole screen.
Oh my god.
No, the best thing, Grandma, you should have done when you got here is say, "Wow, you guys, some of you sound familiar."
Yes.
I don't say who I know and who I don't. Why do you think he's so
You're
red?
safe, expert. You're safe.
Dude, Drake.
You're still on, man. You're still on. Don't worry.
What
Afraid?
happened? It's
No.
still working.
You're
No, when you
here.
said everything went black, I had to jump on
Oh.
there and see if you were still
It
streaming.
did. I don't know how I did, but I opened a second desktop. It said. I'm like, I'm so confused. Two Drink, how are you doing? This is Grandma's house. Grandma's house is teaching us how to pay the bills.
Yes, that's it. That's
How
exactly
a
it.
single mom with 2 children.
Oh,
is
is that not
fed.
it?
Mhm.
Which
I mean,
is
that's
another
a fetish
character.
itself.
Does anybody ever ask for the dog?
Hey.
Oh.
Oh. Damn, Guava.
Oh, sorry. Was that out loud?
Oh, this
I'm
the
sorry.
furry fetish a little too
you-
far.
Dude, you missed the plastic bag story.
No. Plastic
Yeah.
bags.
He recorded
Yeah.
it. Don't worry.
Yeah, it was.
It was weird. It was just weird.
Two Drink, it's so good to see you. I hope you're sticking around for the festivities. Holy, okay, so I might have bah.
What's your question?
What's a
I
hog?
don't know. My tongue stopped
yourself
working.
together.
I'm not going to talk until you say it. so-
That's
Okay,
a problem.
So how did you have a God? I don't even know the right word to say. Did you have a boss? Oh man, jeez.
No, me. I didn't have a pimp. I was my pimp.
I was fixing to say,
Ooh,
you mean
Well, I
pimp?
wasn't gonna say pimp. No, I'm like.
No,
so
you were gonna say daddy. You were. You were.
Yeah,
No.
Mm.
You
website-
contact these people.
No,
Do
so
they
the-
vet you or what?
No, see, that's why I was saying a lot of the companies that do that, you work for them and they tell you how many hours and what time you have to be on there. And I couldn't do that because I was a mom first. This just paid my bills. So I needed to be able to pick my own hours. And I literally took phone calls in Walmart. No joke. Walking
That's
around.
No,
awesome.
I love the
That-
fact that expert thinks you need to be vetted. All right, this time you're only sexy a 7 out of 10.
Can I see your resume? You know,
This
we need to
this
have
guy
a couple
Well, I
of
mean, let's-
interviews first.
This guy
let's
didn't make
face
any
it.
sounds until 2 minutes
Yes.
in. That's too long. He didn't
I
go
need to have a
oh
formal
until
metric.
later.
No, so
That-
that's why I did the site that I did because I could do my own hours. I could be as many characters as I wanted or didn't want. I could take off if I didn't want to work or
Take off.
you know.
Oh,
Did-
okay, never mind.
Guava.
Calm down.
Did you carry 2 phones? I'm assuming.
No, because that company.
You give.
no.
Uh-huh.
You were not taking notes,
I'm
man.
not
That,
from-
Right.
they filtered it. She didn't
They
have to worry about it.
Oh,
Right.
oh.
Like,
I remember
you saw
that
that little button.
Mhm.
I don't know. My face changed color since then.
I know.
Several
So-
shades.
They
Yeah.
call.
Mhm.
Hey, so you know when you want to call that phone number. Okay, so
Hold on, I
you
gotta get a
pick-
pad.
pick a picture of the character because they're characters. Some of them are real. Some of those women are real.
Wait, was it the pharmaceutical section, a certain aisle that we had a
No.
friend of ours take video of?
Health
Oh
and
yes,
beauty.
yes.
Yes.
It's probably the toy aisle. That'd be my
It's
guess.
Soy oil. The health
Yeah.
and
No,
beauty.
no, no. I will
Sell
tell
them.
y'all something. I want to tell y'all something funny real quick. So I go into, I think it was a CVS, and you know how they have the section with like the travel items, you know, that you can carry on a plane.
Yeah.
And they have one of those little devices in the travel section.
No way.
Yes.
Was it a mini?
Was it for your pocket?
Yes. Yeah, it was.
Pocket
I
rock.
was like, holy crap! They've expanded into the carry-on section.
Just slip it in your purse. They're ready to go.
Mhm.
That's right.
Dude, but
Anywhere, anytime.
Have
yeah, I know. That means someone's on the plane doing that.
Stewardess, can I have a blanket?
Oh man, dude.
Boy, this takes spill on aisle 5 to a whole different level.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Seuss earlier on a plane in a truck.
Clean up on aisle 7.
Can you imagine being the cleaning crew?
Be
Oh,
busy.
that comes on and cleans the plane after every flight.
With like,
Yeah.
have
Oh
a
my
minute.
God.
They've been in there for
What?
7 minutes. We know.
I was just talking about this. I don't know
You
what's
see some
happening.
guy coming off the plane, he's too relaxed. You're like, oh, shit.
As long as it's not the pilot. As long as
The
it's not the pilot.
co-pilot.
Autopilot?
That's why they lock the door of the cabin.
That's right. Don't know what they're doing in there.
Holy cow.
That's not true.
So- Okay. So, what are the benefits? I fucked that up.
Money.
Yeah.
Money is the benefit.
Well, I didn't know they had a
Yeah.
retirement plan.
What do you want?
I have a
What do you want?
pension,
You,
you know.
think only experts is going to take off? Is that what you're thinking?
No, it's
Yeah,
Dark
man,
Angels.
hey.
Dark Angels.
Dark Angels. Yes.
They've already
Angels
come
after
up with their-
dark.
They've all been
Angels
taking
After Dark.
notes,
Yeah,
and
it's
they're going to
done,
collaborate,
and-
and they're going to build their own business plan.
That's right.
Yep.
I need
That's
a website.
disgusting. Where?
And Guava will be your biggest
Right,
customer.
yeah. The backdoor buzzer.
Backdoor cover.
Backdoor buzzer.
I like that.
Noise.
I mean, Guava already has a heart attack over Mel's shorts, so if we have this going, he'll die. He'll literally
That's true.
die.
Thank God I don't have to pay for that. That's good.
I'm telling you,
So-
that's hot.
Oh my gosh.
You don't have
So-
to say anything, just those faces and that
Uh-huh.
put the lipstick on. That's all you need. That's all you
Oh.
need, girl.
You okay, Guava?
Cheers for the next one.
All right.
Those black lips. Ooh, the red.
You know what? I absolutely hate the black lipstick. The one that I bought, I literally have to put like 4 like layers on for it
Oh,
to
to make
actually
it
look
dark.
black. And it's just it's horrible trying to take it off. You're like scrubbing your lips, going, it's not worth it.
See, to me, I thought the biggest hit was the first time you used the red lipstick. Everybody's like, "Oh!"
And you
look
know
at that."
what?
red
And
lip.
that's the first time I'd broken that out in the wild because that's Chanel.
Oh,
Fancy.
very nice.
Fancy.
After hearing this conversation earlier, I don't want y'all to even know what I'm thinking about. I'm like, oh, Chanel. Very nice. Very nice.
Look, for
4 or
anybody,
5 layers, huh?
for anybody that
that
doesn't know,
that doesn't
it's-
come off.
Expert is the gayest straight man you'll ever meet. So he's like, "Oh, Chanel."
No, I'm not thinking like that. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, you
yeah,
are.
Not
5
right.
layers doesn't come off, does it? That's not going to get on
Oh,
your.
Not the 5 layers of the Chanel. The Chanel, don't worry about
No, I was just thinking he
Yeah.
was thinking Chanel in Canada with 5 layers.
Oh my gosh.
What
So
else would
okay,
you know?
why did
We
Mel
gotta
just
make
what
fell.
happened? What happened to Mel? She okay?
I hit my head on my water bottle.
Yeah, you did.
Guava's like, "Just the way I like him, unconscious."
Texas Jen's been putting that water squirt all night.
Dear
That-
diary,
comes out.
jackpot.
So Texas Jen, I can do
Dear
microphones
diary.
in my Amazon cart.
Dear
Yeah, you-
diary, finally made a breakthrough.
I mean, everybody's gonna be looking at that. It just says, "Okay, sure, microphone." We're gonna. That's what I gotta find. That one right there. That model.
I got
Oh my god.
I'm reading Miami.
Yes, I'll be here by
Yes.
10 a.m. Guess I'm gonna have to stay at a hotel for a few days.
I got
Damn.
first.
Oh,
Then I got that one, and now I've got the duo thing for the it has
The ear.
the ASMR one. Yeah.
But that's not what I took calls on. Calls are just your
But-
regular phone.
Yeah,
Anything fancy.
but hold on. I gotta ask about ASMR
Walk
later.
around with in Walmart with this.
You seem really
Well, you
interested in this, expert. You really do. You leaning forward.
Look at the color in his face,
Dude,
dude.
Yeah.
you missed the beginning, man. You missed the beginning. This has been this is awesome. So okay, so there's no we're not worried about a retirement plan. But how did you quit? I mean, what made you say, okay, I'm done? I mean, you already got past the stigma of your children knowing about it. So why stop?
I just got burned out. I just got where I just didn't want to do it anymore. And I was doing my YouTube. So I'd started doing the YouTube stuff and literally I would be reading a book and get a call and have to stop and take the call, do the call and come back.
Oh my!
So I'm like
Wow.
Yeah.
one side to the
So here you go.
assistant grandma reading
I
a
love
book.
guava.
children,
Here's
then taking a phone call.
how many of your subscribers are former customers?
Oh no! 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 No!
Oh.
No!
No, that's very bad. Very
Jeez,
bad.
Hot Storm. Jeez.
Not the
Oh. You were all thinking it. I just asked it.
I
I
wasn't
wasn't
thinking
thinking
about
that
it, but
at
that's a
all.
good question. That's a good-
children thing. Okay, so I am children or my life. That's just huge. So
You helped
I-
make a lot.
Yeah. Well, not
I had
really.
I had a child. I had a character who was underage, so they thought. Okay,
Ugh.
so that the ones that called that character, I worked with ICE.
Good.
And I put 4 in jail,
Good.
Nice.
and
Nice.
I quit that one when the 5th the fifth one, and I had been working with this one, and it was a ring. It was a big one.
Right.
And I had been working for years on this one. It was like almost 3 years that we had been working with this one. And I got every single thing they needed to put this guy away. But
He
California,
became president anyway.
California, yeah, California likes to protect their people.
Ugh.
And so,
Ugh.
even though ICE had everything they needed to go in and take this person down, the state of California wouldn't let them do it.
Yeah,
Mm.
Oh,
not
jeez.
one bit.
Can't do
Not
it.
surprised one bit.
I can't do it. I was like, if you, oh my God, that was my daughter.
Well, good night, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.
One is ended.
My favorite is green eggs and ham. I will not eat them with a fox. I don't wanna eat them.
Will you eat them on a box?
My daughter knows.
What kind of box?
Use your imagination.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
After that, I couldn't do those kind of calls anymore. But I do know that I put 4 in jail. They flew in. They flew into the Charlotte airport to meet. And just like they have that, what's that show where the guy,
To Catch a Predator or whatever.
where they come into the house, Well, this guy, he just
Have a seat over there.
he flew into Charlotte, and he had silver bracelets, waiting on him. But that was, I had
Good.
4 of them.
Nice.
Good.
So
Sick
Wow.
bastard.
yeah, it's
So you're like the
am listed as a sexual deviant expert.
Yeah.
Choose your words wisely, expert.
It's
heard
not
that
just
one
you.
before.
Yeah.
Heard that one before, but it's different connotation.
Yeah, I'm
So
listed.
you
As
can
an-
testify.
I can testify because I
Nice.
had to teach them that not everybody who has this, this fantasy fetish, whatever, is actually gonna actually act on it.
Right.
Just because you have these things in your head does not mean that you're actually gonna do it. And they just have this thought that, oh, if they think it and they, then they're gonna act on it. But that's not true.
Hmm.
So there are a lot of
That's
things.
actually Thomas Jefferson talked about that in writing about the freedom of speech. Said that he can't control what God puts into his mind while he's going for a walk. How can man control thought?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
So I mean,
It's not weird, but I mean, it's I mean, there's a historical context, so it's just yeah, it's just it's weirder to the point where it's like, when you don't have that, you're like, man, like those people are awful, and I don't know, it's not a good thing. I don't know how you did it. I really don't.
that was the hardest thing, was that listening, because a lot of them I listened to it and I'm like, okay, that's nothing, they're just talking. But I could tell the difference between when it was just a fantasy in their head and when they were really, really doing the things that they said that they were doing. Because a lot of them would just say stuff and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. But some of them would say something, I'm like, oh, wait. Now that you're really doing that. And those I would hone in on and would alert ICE to, and so it was a big thing.
Now, why ICE? Was it predominantly immigrants?
No. ICE is not just like foreign. It's anything that crosses.
Tell me what you're wearing.
Yes.
Jeez. What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
I've been watching those scammer videos lately.
Are
Yes.
your ankles covered? Are they covered or are they showing?
Yeah, like that. So,
That's a cute dog.
Oh, thank you. He's over there sleeping. That's her brother. That's fine. So anyway, the ICE is anything that crosses lines, and so they deal with drugs. I've done when I was doing the auctions and stuff. I dealt with a car ring where they were stealing cars, and I happened to be a manager of a storage facility at the time, and they were stealing cars and hiding them in these storage facilities. They deal with drugs. So it's anything that's crossing state lines. So it's not just foreign.
How did you get in with ICE?
Started with the drugs, and there was a storage unit that somebody had. People are so stupid. Scammer fetish. Everybody says, "What are you wearing?" And I'm like, khakis. Gotta wear my khakis and my red shirt. But no, it started with somebody. This guy came to me in the office and said that somebody had broken into his storage unit and stolen his stuff, his best friend. And I was like, "Who?" He's like, "My best friend." I was like, "Well, what's your best friend's name?" "I don't know." I'm like, "Okay."
Pelosi's house.
Yes, exactly. So it started with the
You open the
drugs,
door.
and I took down that ring, and they collected over $55,000 in cash and a gun that was in a storage unit, another storage unit that I had kind of deduction found it. And then I had another storage facility that I was manager at in the same thing, and that's where the cars were being put, and I'm like, wait a minute, something's up with this. And so I called the ICE again, and I'm like,
Baby.
okay, there's something going on with the cars. And so they found this car ring, a stolen car ring. And then I hadn't been doing the phone stuff yet. And so when I started doing that, I knew, I was like, okay, I already have these contacts. I need to call them. And it just started. And I had the phone thing where I had to tape record everything. I had screen thing where I had to video record anything that they sent me, because they would send me pictures and they would send me.
You know, in the movies, people are usually scared, and you're like, "Yeah, I had the cord thing and the screen thing."
Mhm.
I mean, it's funny hearing you say that. Where did we
Yeah.
lost Vol? He disappeared.
I don't know.
You're talking about stealing cars, and Vol disappeared. I
Oh,
want
you're
everybody to
right.
notice that. Okay,
She knows.
I want everybody to notice that. That's so crazy. I mean, you've had a very exciting
observant
life.
person when I'm out. I just notice things, and when something is not right, I kind of pay attention a little bit more, and I am not afraid to speak up, say something. So I just start taking notes and then linking. I love like the detective part. And they're also like, when the guy came in, I'm like, okay, so your best friend? He's like, yeah, he has a storage unit here too. I'm like, okay, well, which one is his unit? I don't know. And I'm like, well, what area? And so I was like, so if I show you his picture, will you know? And he was like, yeah, well, we always took a picture. We had a copy of everybody's driver's license. You had to have a copy of your driver's license to get a unit. So I just used it as a lineup. I knew the area where he said, and I just pulled those files, and I was like, is this your friend? No. Okay. Is this your friend? No. Okay. Is this your friend? I don't know. Maybe. I'm like, okay, that one is probably it. The rest of them was, I don't know. No, I don't know. So the I don't know
You're
one,
welcome.
that one. and so that they got a warrant.
What the heck was that for?
I don't
Dude,
care.
because Firefox decided to update while I was in the middle of the stream, so it completely kicked me out.
We
I was
thought
so
it.
pissed.
Yeah, while
Please.
Grandma was talking about ICE and catching car thieves,
It
you all
disappeared.
suddenly you bolt. That's what we saw.
Gone.
Well, I was making,
You're just making sure.
making sure that
Things are
there's
still there.
nobody out there watching him. You never know. If I was doing it.
Hey, I ain't worried about that.
Hey, man. Repo
I
man
ain't worried
can't get
about it.
on your property. Don't worry about it. You got that door locked, he can't come.
I heard sirens and I immediately had to run to the safe. No correlation at all.
you kid, you were flushing the toilet.
Fresh. Dude, and there is a toilet that will do the job too. We put it up here, and that's probably what got
American
us.
standards. Yeah.
That's what got us demonetized.
Nice.
I think it was.
You can't blame me for that one. I wasn't here.
That's true.
Well, it wasn't monetized, and I tried to update everything. It wouldn't let me. I was like, oh well, it happens. Wow. So grandma's house. You say, I mean, God, I don't even. I feel weird calling you grandma's house because that's
grandma's
no,
house.
that's such a small
Grandma.
part of the bigger picture that you are. You
Grandma,
are.
I've done a lot of things.
You're probably the most interesting person I've talked to. This is I just it's wild.
She's all things to many people. She's a teacher. She's a secretary. She's a college student. She's a MILF.
She's a
you
she's a
know,
lost exchange student.
I'm an
She's
Asian
lost-
Texan.
an Asian
what?
Texan. Asian Texan.
Howdy.
Oh yeah.
You'll
Oh wait,
say
hold on. I thought
howdy.
there was an Asian in Texas.
We got more than one.
Yes. She was Texan. She was
Wait, hold on. Were you an Asian?
Liz.
Was that your character?
I was Asian. And but I can't do the accent. So they're like
So
call-
mean.
Old lady.
daughter. Yeah. You know
That's her
what?
daughter.
Yeah,
Gummy.
that's her daughter. Just call her old lady.
Gummy. Oh my god.
Gummy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I had an Asian because I was like, okay, I'm
No
trying
more
to
tears,
get
Vaughn.
all these different
That's right.
interwebs. I'm
Just
breaking
like
it
Johnson
down.
Johnson shampoo.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry.
No more tears. Gummy will take care of you.
So I tried to
um,
get all the different anybody that had any kind of fetish or likes or whatever. I tried to get something and everything. So Asia, you know, there
That's
are
what I-
men
that's
who
what I
like
always said.
Asians.
oh,
And so I found this model who was Asian, and literally she had whenever they do these models have to prove that they're over the age of whatever in their
Right.
country, whatever. And so she lived in Texas. And so she had to have her driver's license. So when I bought her pictures, I had to have her driver's license so that if I was ever caught with her pictures posting them, I could say she's of age. Here's her license. So
Yeah.
I had to have
Oh,
proof for
wow.
myself. And plus, you know, here I am, or we're helping ICE. I'm not going to put porn out there. Now she
Right.
was, I mean, she looked older, so it
All
wasn't.
right, then they can go stroke their chopsticks.
Yeah,
We
so
got it.
yeah, that's right. But she was from Texas. So I'm like, I can't do an Asian accent. What am I going to do? So I said, and I also didn't know where she was from because I don't have enough knowledge. I can't look. I know they have different eyes and this skin color. I mean, but I can't look at them and say, are they Korean? Are they Chinese? Are they? I don't know, and I'm not going to pretend I know. I tried to figure it out. I could not. So I just said she was adopted. I don't know.
that's awesome.
They said so.
That
What?
just adds to the fetish.
I was like, I don't know. I don't
Does
know.
it,
what-
expert? Does it? Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, you don't know where you're from. I don't know where I'm
I
from.
don't know what my heritage is. And this
Yeah.
was way before the DNA thing. We didn't have that back then. So it's
I don't know. I don't know who my daddy is.
Yeah, no, that's why you like it. No daddy can come after you.
Who's your daddy?
Oh
Step-
my.
Stepdaddy.
Yeah.
Stepdaddy.
Yeah, now stepdaddy time.
There you go.
I hope the white rabbit's doing
That is-
laundry because if she isn't, I'm having a stroke. I smell something fragrant. I'm like, what is that smell?
stuck in the laundry room.
Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh.
Help me, Daddy. Please help me.
So
Oh God. You know, there's a lot of people that had to pay up to $2.99 a minute for this kind of entertainment. We've
Uh-huh.
gotten it for almost 3 hours.
And bring the sweet and sour.
Oh, the duck sauce gives duck,
Duck
sauce a whole new
sauce.
meaning.
Duck sauce.
I-
No
I had-
MSG.
I had two little people
As a
Really?
character or as a
Oh.
caller?
characters.
I know who called in.
Yeah, me too.
We know a guy.
Way.
We know a guy that would call in for that.
Was it a
Oh,
short
man, I
phone
think-
call?
There was well,
Never gets old, man.
Nah,
Yes.
right over her head.
the one girl
Oh.
did porn. I mean, and I'm like,
Oh, whoa.
how can you
So,
Don't get expert excited
not-
like that.
not
Can't do
her?
that.
so it's like I call and I go,
You
hey,
step back. Jeez. You
you're-
were leaning
you're a
forward.
porn-
He said
you're a
porn,
porn
and you
star?
stepped back. Went, ooh.
I'm not. But
no, but I mean that's the person who calls in and goes, hey, I want my porn.
oh well, no, they would
whatever
say,
person.
well, I saw you.
want my
blah, blah,
porn
blah," and I'm
person.
like, yeah. And that went just 3 hours.
They call me tater salad.
Bravo, you weren't here when she said what the average phone call lasts.
7
7
minutes.
minutes.
Yes.
Fact.
And
7
sometimes
Sorry.
it finished before that.
Okay, so literally no joke. So
that your expert?
some of them would just need to hear a voice to finish.
Right.
And so they would be, working it. He's
I'm
gone.
driving down the highway. I need to make this quick.
Do they have to type in their credit card information?
I
Not
don't
to
know. Did
me.
you?
Not to me. You weren't paying attention. You need to
Thank
get
you, Maggie Best. I rounded my $2.99 up for 3 hours.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, that's so
Oh my gosh, I love you, Maggie. Thank you. Great Dane, Mom. How are you doing? Oh my gosh,
Great Danes are my favorite breed of dog. Love
they're
them.
amazing.
sweet.
They're amazing.
So
Um,
sweet. Yes, they think they're lap dogs, but they are horses. They're
Mhm.
great.
Well, Expert's
So-
not allowed around dogs. He hurts them.
Oh hush. That's Monday. He has a surgery Monday.
Oh,
Yeah,
Baby.
it's Rabbit's taking it a lot better than I am. So yeah,
Well, it's
because
'cause she
she's
didn't hurt it.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole
She's
thing.
the one that injured the dog.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Fine.
Did he find the video?
Oh no. No, I didn't look up the video.
Here it is, Mom.
Yeah, I think there probably is one. Oh
Oh.
jeez, that just bothers me. So okay, so this guy or some people, it was more than one, had to have help getting across the finish line.
Right. I mean, that was very, very
Oh,
common.
jeez.
And I always knew that that's what it was. So they would
Lose
be
your
working it
concentration there,
up. They
expert?
would call and
Okay.
they were like, okay, they would have like 1 minute, because they could put money, and they're like, they just need to hear that. And so all of a sudden it was like, I was like, hello. And then in whatever character voice or whatever. And they would just talk for a couple and then we're hang up. And I'm like, okay, well.
There you go.
I can't imagine calling a line. Hurry up! I only got a minute.
Got a minute.
But this one, but
I
hold on, this,
$3. That's all I
yeah,
got.
this gets me. This
Oh.
gets me because it's like, so they have to enter their credit card information.
No, y'all take E EBT.
They would already.
I'll take ABT. Oh God.
I knew a place in college that did, but anyway, that's different.
That's not my wasn't
Mel
my
doesn't know that. That's government money.
funny.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's food
That's
stamps.
the card. That's the
Government.
card they hand out. They don't send
There's
out
a
checks
place.
no
There's a
more.
place right next to my first apartment in college that you could go in with your EBT, and they would usually be like, "Oh yeah, well I need to buy, I don't know. Well, you can't buy cigarettes on it, but it's
hand lotion.
bologna sandwiches. We'll just say they like bologna, like right." And they're like,
hand
"Oh,
lotion?
okay,"
Ew.
and then they say our bologna's really bad. We'll take it back, and then they give the cash back for it. And I was like, "Oh man."
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's very illegal. But anyway, they
So why'd you do
knew They knew the ice people.
Mm.
The immigrant. They knew the I part in ice. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, I dropped that. Sorry.
You're having a hard time tonight. You know that?
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
I'm off my kilter, dude.
Haven't-
I'm off my kilter.
he's definitely having a hard time. He is.
It was so bad he kicked me off the stream.
That was a mistake. That just
So-
the hand went to the wrong place.
That's right. This is why he doesn't need buttons.
I mean, you notice we only see one hand at a time. You notice that, right?
I'm pushing a button over here. I'm gonna check my email.
Huh?
Hands free. Hands free.
Hands free.
I didn't know
First
it.
thing he searched for on Amazon. Anything hands free. We're good.
Hey,
Hold on, but
there's a reason I hide behind the logo. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Yes, I stand behind expert. Be safe.
Uh,
It's safer that way.
Great Dane mom is right. Great Danes were gentle giants. That's how my introduction to him was. It was a rescue thing, and this
Smooth
huge
transition,
beast
expert. That was good.
comes up and just leans into me. I was like, oh wow, that's a cool dog.
Go over to a different.
Anyway, no, but you have to the credit card thing. You gotta. I mean, how many numbers are on a credit card?
No,
10?
they could already have a package. They could buy a package.
Yeah, I don't think it's an
Oh.
IOU thing. I don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they,
No, but
they
they have
demand
a
payment up
package.
front.
type in their little code or whatever.
What package?
Oh.
What?
So I mean, you
I
had
didn't